This social media video got over 100 times more reach than my last 2 image posts. And it was generated 100% automatic by this AI system
you can set up using the free plan of a tool called Make.
The AI came up with the topic, it wrote the script, it did the voiceover.
This is how I improve ROI and reduce ad spend.
Created the video and posted it. In today's video, I'll show you how I built this with no coding skills required. You find all the resources and prompts
and the template for this automation that you can directly upload into your account in seconds
below in the description of this video. Everybody knows that videos is the fastest way to grow on social media, but it's also the most time consuming, unless you have a large team or thousands to spend on agencies. That's why today we will set up a system click by click to allow anyone to automate the entire process of creating and publishing effective videos to Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and almost automatic to TikTok as well. I spent a few days perfecting this system, but you will have it running in just a few minutes. And later I will share 5 features I would add to make this automation even more effective. After the system is set up, the only manual thing you have to do is to enter 4 topics around your business or office. This is the only manual step you need to do, and you only have to do this once. First, the system breaks down your main topic into a subtopic. This is the first subtopic. It generated from this topic, and it goes through a different topic each time, so you always have new and fresh topic ideas. Then the system generates the transcripts and the captions for your social media video based on the subtopic, and it finds a background video that can match your topic. It then generates the voiceover using the transcript, and then it combines everything into a published and polished video that contains the transcript and the background video, and it publishes it to the platform, which can be LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Finally, the system automatically publishes the videos across your social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and it also sends you the file of the video so you can download it and upload it to your TikTok, as there is currently no direct integration. Now let's look at what it costs to run this automation. On Make's free plan, you get 1,000 operations per month. To run this automation takes us 28 operations. This means on the free Make plan, we can run this automation 35 times, so we can use Make for free. To use artificial intelligence in our automation costs us around 3 cents per entire run. This includes generating the topic, generating a transcript, and generating the captions. So if you would run it 30 times per month, this would amount to around $1 per month to cover all the costs associated with AI. The next service we use is ElevenLabs. This generates our voiceover from our transcript. With ElevenLabs, we get on the free plan 10,000 credits per month. To run this automation once costs us around 880 credits. So we could run this automation 10 times per month on the free plan. However, if we want to run it daily, this means we would need to upgrade to the paid plan, which would cost us $5 a month. The service where we get our background video from is free. It's called Pexels. We don't need to pay anything for that. We also use a tool called Creatomate that produces the final video. You can sign up for a free trial, and then on the free trial, you get 50 videos for free. After that, you have to pay $49 per month to generate 200 videos. That means you could generate 6 videos per day on this paid plan. And finally, we have our social media platforms. We don't need to pay anything for them. So if we sum up the total cost for this automation to automatically generate and publish a new video every day for 30 days, the total cost will be $55 per month. But compared to what an agency would charge you, this is still very cheap, because they will charge you anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 per month to generate 30 videos for you. Now that you've seen how powerful this system is, let's move to the exciting part, building it from scratch. And don't worry if you're new to this, I'll guide you through every step so that by the end of this video, you'll have a fully functioning system creating and posting videos on its own. Your first step is to go to make.com and set up a free account. Just enter your information and click on sign up for free. Once you've signed in, you'll be ready to start connecting our automation. Next, we need to set up our Google Sheet. This is where we manage all the generated videos and topics. Now there's a shortcut to set this up. You can just click the link below this video, then you get the resource like this, and then you get a template of this Google Sheet. Then you just click on make a copy, and then you have the Google Sheet already ready with all the things you need. to implement this automation. But I will also show you how to build this Google Sheet from scratch, so you understand how it works. So let's go to google.com and click on Sheets. Then create a new blank sheet. We give it a name, AI Social Media Videos Automation. Then we need 4 tabs here, 2, 3, 4. The first one is going to be input. It's really important to have the exact names that I use here. Then we have topic, then we have template, and then we have video. In the input sheet, we're going to plug in later the main topic or niche. More specifically, we're going to use 4 different topics. Then in the topic sheet, our system will break down one of our main topics into a subtopic. Then on the templates, we need different styles for transcript, examples, and captions. Now these should be examples of successful transcripts and captions for social media videos. And if you're already aware of your niche or space that you're in, you probably already know some of those successful accounts on your specific social media platforms. So I just went to Instagram and found a few successful social media videos. I took screenshots and saved them in a Google document. Then I used ChatGPT to transcribe those screenshots for me by just uploading the documents, the screenshots, and tell it extract the exact text from the image. Then it gives me the text, then I copy it, and then I would save it in your transcript section. And I already did that with 4 videos. And if you got the spreadsheet template, I already pre-filled those examples, those 4 examples that I found in your template sheet. But if you want to find your own one, you should pick exactly 4 at the moment, because this is how my automation is set up, to work with exactly 4 different types of transcripts and captions. And it also, you need to make sure that these are only like exactly 5 lines long. So the transcript needs to be 5 lines long. This is really important. So you may need to adjust a few if you find your own ones on your social media platforms. So I will just copy those and paste it here. Let's make this a little bit, expand this. And finally, we have in our video sheet, this is where the text or the captions of the video will be saved, and the URL to the video file. This will be automatically inserted from our automation. Now for our automation to work in the Google Sheet, I've created what's called an app script that you need to add by going to app scripts. Then you go to the resource that you find below this video, to the section called app script, and then you select the entire script until the bottom. This is really important that you get it all. You copy it, and then you remove that part, and then you paste it in here. Now there's still a few pieces of information that we need to add, which comes next. Next, you go back into your Make account, and under scenarios, or here on the top right, you click on create a new scenario. And the first thing we need is a webhook. Click on here, and then you click custom webhook. The webhook listens for incoming data from our Google Sheet, and it then passes on this information into our automation. So in this case, the information is like our topic and our templates. This will be received by our webhook to kick off the automation. To set up a webhook, you click on Add. You can give it a name test. Click on Save. Now you copy the address to clipboard. Then you go back to your app script and you insert the webhook in this place. Before we can save it, we also need to adjust another piece of information, because here you need to insert an email. To receive an email with your video, you can upload to TikTok, because as I mentioned in the beginning, there's no direct integration with TikTok at the moment to automatically also publish videos to TikTok. So you need to do this manually. But with this automation, it just sends you an email with the file of the video for you to upload to TikTok. So this makes this process very easy. You just need to enter your email address here that you want to receive this email to, and then you can save the project. We also want to name it the same name as our Google Sheet. Our webhook is now listening for incoming information. To send it information, we click on Run. Then you need to complete an authorization process. So this is just a few steps. You click in your account, then you scroll to the bottom, click on Allow, then we can check it was successful and click OK. Next, we need the Google Sheets module. You can find it by typing in Google Sheets. Search rows, that's what we need, which is this. Now here, if you are doing it the first time, you need to establish a connection to your Google account. So you click on Add Connection, then you sign in with your Google account, and it should be the same account that you have when you click on your image here, so the same account where you hosted or created this Google Sheet in. So make sure this account that you logged in here is the same that you add here. So click on sign up and then complete the process, and then it should show up here as your Google connection. Then we can move to the next step. So here I click select from all, and then I will select this part, copy it and insert it here. And then it should find the Google Sheet. Then we need to select the sheet name. In this case, we want topic, because the purpose of this module is to look at our topic sheet and pass on all this information, because we want to make sure our automation doesn't use the same topics twice. So it always finds new topics and fresh and unique ideas. That's why we have this module. So it should first find, okay, what are all the topics that has already been covered, and then pass it on to the next module. So we have topics, contains headers, yes, column range. We select A to C. Text operator we need not equal to, so meaning it should stop the search once it finds the next empty row. And here in the filter we need to select subtopics. Click OK. Occasionally you need to click save because there is no auto saving in Make. Let's click save. Next we need what's called a text aggregator module. You find it under tools. Click on show more. Scroll down. Text aggregator. There we need to select Google Sheet search rows. And here, because we wanted to format our information in the right way, so basically all the subtopics it finds in this Google Sheet should be passed on as one string of different topics, just divided by a comma, which is important for our next module. Next, we will set up our first AI module. This is going to be OpenAI, and we click on Creator Completion. Then if you don't already have a connection established, you click on Add, and then you go to your account, or you can set up a new account on platform.openai.com, set up a free account there. Then you go to billing. You need to add at least $5 in credits. But as I said in the beginning, it only costs you like 3 cents in OpenAI costs to use their service. So it's pretty cheap. The dashboard, 2 API keys. Then click on create a new secret key. Doesn't matter what name it has. Then create key, copy that, paste it in here. Then you need to get your organization ID. You find this under settings. You go to settings. It's already here, organization ID. I copy that, paste it in here. Then click on save. Then the connection is established. Select method. This can stay like that. Model, we use the most advanced model, which is GPT-4o. Then we click on add message. Role is user. And here comes in the prompt. Now I already have the prompt prepared. Now if you don't already have gotten this resource, you can click the link below this video to get free access. So here's the topic generation prompt. This is what we need. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it in here. Now I need to set a few variables. Let's make this here. That's also a new space here. So first one is the topic. This is one we get from our webhook. And then here we have, that's the variable from our text aggregator, which is this. Here in the max tokens, I just give in the maximum of tokens, which is 4096. I click on OK. And let's click save. Next, we will set up a new model, and then we will do our first test, because now we want to save our generated topics back again to the Google Sheet. We need the Google Sheets module called add a row. Here we will select from all. I'll use the same ID here from the same Google Sheet. So you already have this connection. Plug this in here. Sheet name is going to be topic. And here in the subtopic, which has already gotten our title here from our column, we will put in the result of my AI module, which is under choices, message, content. Save it. Let's save our automation, and then we can run it. To do that, I go to the input sheet, enter 4 topics, for example, vegan weight loss. I just pick an example, vegan nutrition, vegan muscle building, vegan nutrients, vegan food recipes, vegan cooking. Let's take vegan cooking. So let's click run once, wait for new data, and then we will run our app script, which will then send all the information to the webhook. See, it already got these. And then we will be able to see our first topic that was generated. So in this case, it picked high protein vegan meal planning for sustainable weight loss. So it picked the first topic and generated a subtopic. Currently, it's set up that after it has used this topic 4 times and it has generated 4 subtopics, then it will move on to the next topic, which then would be, for example, muscle building. So it's always after 4 posts generated, we'll move to the next one. Now let's move on to our next module, which will be the transcript generator. So we will use, again, the OpenAI module, create a completion. Now this connection is already established now. We use the same model, GPT-4o, click add message, role user. And now comes our prompt for what? Transcript. I already have this prepared. So again, that's in the resource that you find in the description below this video. I will copy that, paste it. Now I need to set up the variables. The first one is, this is like very easy. This is just a subtopic that was just generated. So it's under choices. So here is our subtopic generator. This is this one. And the transcript variable, this is sent from our webhook. So here, transcript under webhooks. I use that. It creates a transcript for a social media video with the subtopic, but based on a transcript template that we have here. For example, this one. Now, the sheet is also set up, or the automation, that it always rotates to the next one after it has created this one template. So it always has 4 variations for each video it generates. It has a different type of template, so you can have different styles for your videos. Another important thing is that it will always enter a slash before every sentence. This is important for our next step, which you will discover in a moment. First, we need to set the maximum number of tokens, 4096. Click OK. Next, we will add a similar module for our captions generator. Create a completion, GPT-4o, message, user. Then I go back to my prompts. I will pick the captions prompt, copy it, save it, insert it, paste it. This is going to be my subtopic. Again, it's the same topic. It comes from this one here. Choices, message, content, our subtopic. And then we have the captions template, which again comes from my webhook here. And then I click on OK. Now I need to fill in the token, 4096. Okay, let's save it. Next, we need a module called tools set variable, which is this one. The purpose of it is to store our real transcript so we can then use it properly in our video generation process. The variable value, we use an internal function called split. Then we use the output from our transcript module, which is this, choices, message, content. Then we need to add this, a slash, and brackets. Click OK. Now let's make sure to rename this properly so we don't get confused. This is the transcript. And this is the captions. And it's easier to find the variables later. As you see here, now it's called transcript captions. So this is correct, good. Next, we need another module, which is called HTTP. Make a request. This module performs a search on a free database of background videos that we can use for our social media videos. To use the service is free. You just need to go to the Pexels.com, sign up for a free account, and then you go to Pexels API, because next we need to set up an API key there. Now in the URL field, you need to add this URL that you also find in the resources sheet here. Let's copy that, paste it in here. The method is get. As header, you need to add a header, and this name is should be named authorization. Really make sure that the spelling is correct. This is really important. And in the value field, we will paste in the API key that you get from here. We go to your API key, you copy the key, and you paste it in here. Next, we're going to query string, add parameter. The name is called query. Now here in the value, you can specify a keyword that describes the type of background images you want to use. For example, if I type in business here and I go to videos, then you will see different types of videos that then will be used in your social media videos. So you may need to do a little bit of researching to figure out, okay, which keyword will find you the best background videos most suitable for your social media topic or video ideas. Once you figure that out, you type this in here. So for example, I could type in business, then it will get me videos related to business. And that's all I need. Click OK. Let's click Save. Next, I need a JSON module. And here we will pick this data from this HTTP module. Click OK. That's all we need. Then we need another tools, set variable module, because here now it will, this will perform the search of the videos. And then we want to pick a random video each time, so we can have a mix of different videos based on the search term. We call it random video. We use again an internal function first. This is actually called first, then we have called shuffle. Now we would need to select our JSON parse model, but we can't do this now. So it looks like we need to run it first. So let's close that again. Let's go back, let's save it. Let's click on run once, wait for new data, go back to our app script, let's run it. We can always check now also if the process still works really well. So it creates the transcript, creates the captions. As you can see here, the transcript. And then what we want is now the next, in this module, we want to set first, then shuffle, then we want videos. And now this is set up. So what this does, it performs the search, and then it mixes the search results randomly, and then it picks the first one of the mixed results. So it will always try to get a different video for our social media videos as background. Our next step is to create a voiceover for our video. We use a module called ElevenLabs Create a Speech Synthesis. To use ElevenLabs, you need an ElevenLabs account. You can set up a free account, and even on your free plan, you get API access, which is important. So here, first let's go back to our make account. Now here you can select a voice that is pre-made by ElevenLabs, or you could even create your own voice if you wanted to, but I will just use a pre-made voice. For example, George as a model. I've used this one. And next we wanted to read one sentence at a time. We use an internal function called get. And there we go to real sentence. And then we need to use the variable real sentence. First we wanted to read the first sentence. Need to add this here. See, and we need to do this 5 times because we have 5 sentences. Now I go in here and I change it to 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, you need to set up an API connection. So you go to your ElevenLabs account, you go to click on this field here, and then you go to API keys, and then you create a new key, and then you enter the key in here and click on save. Now this is set up. Next, we need to store the voiceover file in a Google Drive. So we go to Google Drive module, create a folder. Then here it should be already connected to the same Google account that you've already used. So you need to check that. Then I can select a new folder or create a new folder location. For example, AI project. Then I give it a name. So AI social media video voice over, for example. This can stay no. Okay. Then we're going to upload this file to this folder. So we will pick another Google Drive module, upload a file. Then folder ID, we'll use the one from create a folder, select folder ID. This is already selected correctly. Click OK. Next, we need to create a direct link to our voiceover file. So we need another Google Drive module called get a share link. And here in the file ID, we will use file ID. And here in the type, we want to set up available so anyone can read it or access the file. Click save. OK. And let's save the whole automation. Now we've generated all the assets we need to create our final video. So we just need another tool that can allow us to put this all together into our video. We use a tool called Creatomate, called Render Template. You can get started for free. So you click on here, and then you complete the sign-up process. Then you get like 50 credits that you can use. So you can generate 40 videos. So you need to set up a connection. You get your API key. You go to your Creatomate account. Then you may need to create a new project first or a new template to have a new project. And then you go to project settings. And then you click to reveal. And then you copy this code, this API key, and we paste it in here and click on save. Next, we need a template ID. So here it will find all the templates we've already generated. So these are the templates we need to use for our video. So it needs to adjust it for our social media automation. So I will create a new template from scratch. I want to use the vertical video format, create template. So there are a few things we need in our template. First, we need a video. So we'll just click on video and we drag it across the entire screen. And we do the same here. So we drag it to the entire thing here. Then we need an audio too. This will be our voiceover. Next, we need 5 text placeholders. So this will be our text 1. Then we need the same. Let's just copy it, paste it, paste it, paste it 4 times. Then rename it 2, 3, because our transcript is always 5 sentences long. One more time. 5. Just drag it down here. So these are the texts we have. Now we also need to make sure they're properly arranged. So this would be text number 2. It should appear in this place. Text number 3 should appear here. And I even can arrange. You can when should the text appear? I usually have like 3 to 4 seconds separation. We can set in here. Here is 3 seconds like this. And once it reached the 3, then all the first will disappear. And then I will use text number 4 will appear after 5, and then it will appear back at the top again. And then we have text number 5. Let's first make it shorter. Should then appear perhaps around here. Now this has gotten longer, so we need to also make sure that the video and the audio is at the entire length. The content, we need to remove that. We need to select now every of these things, every of these texts, and we need to set them to dynamic. So because the text actually comes from our AI automation, we do this for all of these. Move the placeholder text, remove, and then we set them to dynamic, move placeholder, dynamic. Now this is called blank template. Okay. So this is how you can set this up. Now, once you generate a few videos with our automation, you can then make further adjustments to your text, even to the style of your font, to the font size, font color, etc. Now, I've already done that. So I go back to my template. I will show you what I did. This is my template. Basically, I set this up like that. And once my templates are done, then I can select the template I want to use. For example, in my case, it was the storytelling template, which I set up in the exact same way I just showed you. I just modified it a little bit. Here's where we put all the medias we have generated together. So here, next we need to specify, okay, what is the background video? And they've already prepared some variable we need to put in here, which is this. Only this needs to change. So this is now this variable, it should come from random video ID, but I think we need to run it first before I can see that. So I will first disconnect it. Save it. Let's run it. Wait for new data. Let's go back to our script and run it. And now when we connect it, we should now see the variable we need for our background video. Scroll down. Random video, and now we need this. Random video ID. Now we need to map the text correctly, because these are the text fields that we set up in our template. And now we need to map it to the text of our transcript. So text number 5 we have here, it's called, we need to use the get function again. And this will be the first sentence from our reel. So we need to go back down. Reel sentence. Now it should be the 5th sentence, of course. Here we need this symbol and this, and we do the same for all of these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the audio, this is our voiceover. This comes from the Google Share link module, which is here, and that's it. Click OK. Click Save. Now let's run it again to see if it now works, if it generates a proper video for us. Let's go back to the app script. Let's run it again. Now this can take a little bit longer, so it can take up to 30 seconds or longer. Now we can check out the video. So here's the URL to the video. Let's open this in a new browser and see what our video is.
Unpopular opinion.
Can you hear the voiceover? I make it louder.
Vegan diet, you're setting yourself up for failure. why ignoring key nutrients like B12, iron, and omega-3s can halt your gains. There's a smarter approach to ensure optimal muscle growth.
You see, it's already quite
vegan gains.
Synchronized to the voiceover and the text, so there could be a misalignment depending on how long these transcripts are. So you could make a few adjustments here, like in this composition or in this time frame, if you want to get it more aligned. And once you're happy with it, we can move to the next step. Now, next we want to save the information that this was generated, like the captions and the video URL and the snapshot of the video in our Google Sheet. So let's go to add a row, the same Google Sheet, select that, search from all. The sheet name is video. Now the text, should be our captions. Let's scroll down to our caption generator, which is this one, choices, message. This is our caption. Now the URL comes from our Creatomate, which is this. And then we also can add a snapshot URL in this column so we can get a preview of our video. Now that our video is completed, we can now get it published on those different platforms. To branch it off into those platforms, we need what's called a router, which allows us to create one publishing path for each of our platforms. So you can post it automatically without us doing any manual work. So let's first do Instagram. We're going to search for Instagram for Business. Then we need to create a reel post. In here you need to add your Instagram business page. And your Instagram page needs to be connected to a Facebook page. So you need to go to your Facebook page, go to settings, then you need to scroll down to linked accounts, and then you can connect a new account here. And you see it's already connected to my Instagram account. So you can, and if you don't already have a connected Instagram account, it will allow you to click on connect. And then it will add your Instagram account. And once you've done that, the Instagram account will appear once you complete the connection process. And then it will be appearing here. And then you can select your Instagram account. Now the video URL is very simple. We go here to the Creatomate module, which gives us a URL. That's what we use. Then we need to set up the captions, which comes again from our captions generator module at the beginning here. Choices, message, content. Now this is the cover frame. So this is like the cover on your Instagram image, on your Instagram video. So if I type in 5,000, this means it's 5,000 milliseconds, which is 5 seconds. So it will take a snapshot of the video at 5 seconds, and then it will use that as a cover, as you see here. So then it already has some text on it, which will make it more compelling for people to watch. Let's click OK. Now our Instagram publishing process is set up. Next, let's do Facebook. We search for the Facebook module, Facebook pages. It's upload a video. And again, make sure you have your Facebook connection set up. Then we select the page that I want it to be published. Okay, here I forgot something because I need to add what's called an upload file module. So let's add one here. It's called HTTP, get a file. And then we need to add the URL from the video, this here. And now we can connect it. Let's save it. Disconnect it again. Okay, maybe I need to create a new. Let's do it again. Let's go to Facebook. Facebook pages. Upload a video. Now get a file should appear here. Yes, it worked. And the description is going to be our captions. Choices, message, content. Okay, next let's do YouTube. Here we also need to get a file first. The URL need to be set from Creatomate. And then we can add YouTube. Search for YouTube. Upload a video. Then here you need to add your YouTube account. So you click on add YouTube connection. You click on yes, you click sign on with Google, you sign up to a YouTube account, and then it will be added here. As a title of the video, well, I will just use the first line of my transcript, so I can just use that. Here I will use get a file. Here you can set the video category. Privacy stated it should be public, the video. Here in the description I can again use my captions. It's here. Choices, message, content. Okay, let's save it again. Auto align. Now let's create LinkedIn. For LinkedIn we also need the get file first. Again use the URL here. Then we will add the LinkedIn. Go to show more. Create a user video post. Then here you log into your LinkedIn account. you establish the connection. Here we're going to select file. We don't need a title. The content is going to be our captions again. Choices, message, content. Visibility public, main feed. Okay. And finally, we got Twitter. We also need first to get a file. Select the URL. Now with Twitter, there is like a two-step process. We need two Twitter modules. Actually, first we need called Twitter, click on show more. Then we need to select v5, upload media. Then you need to, well, establish a connection to your Twitter account. And this is what you would do under developers Twitter, which you will set up a new project and a new app. So I'm not going to go through this process, exactly how to do this, how to set up this project in this app. I will just show you where to get those information then, because I've covered this in detail in the last video here, which you can find on my channel. So at the end, I will show you how to set up your Twitter account, how a Twitter developer account, and create this app that you need here. And then you can go, once you set this up, make sure to check out the other video if you need help with this and follow the steps to do that. Then you go to keys and tokens, and there you can click on, on setting up, in this case, regenerate. Then you can use here the API key, the API secret. In here, click save. You will be asked to authorize the app. Then you click on item, and on file you select get a file. Click OK. And then we need another Twitter module called, so the further we need to click there, we need to switch it back to v6. Create a post. And now you need to set this up as well. And here you need the client ID. And this you get from, also from keys and tokens. So at the bottom here you need to, is the client ID. Place that in here. Then we need here regenerate, client secret, enter it, save. We prompt it again to authorize app. Then as text content, I would actually only use 1 or 2 sentences of my captions because Twitter has like a character limit. So I want to make sure I don't hit the character limit, because otherwise I would get an error. So we perhaps pick the first 2 sentences, then I go to show advanced settings. Then under media ID, I use this only once. And that's it. Now I can save it. Not sure why it still gets an error. Everything is set up perfectly, so it should work. Let's align it. Now that the automation is set up, we need to set up one more thing in our Google Sheet, which is the trigger. So we need to decide when this automation should run. To do that, we go to triggers, and we click add trigger. Select, make sure this function is selected. Select event source, time driven. Select date timer, for example, and then you select, okay, at which time do you want the social media videos to be generated? And there you can select that, for example, and then if I select 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., then this automation will run somewhere between 5 to 6 p.m. and generate and post a video for me. Click on save. One more thing we need to set up here is called on change trigger here, because this makes sure that also our video snapshots are inserted into our cell, which will then be saved here. Now let's go back to editor. So now let's go back to the automation. I will save the changes. Then I would need to set it to on. Delete all data, I don't need that. And now the automation will run the moment I trigger this. So I still run it manually. I have set up that trigger at the time, but it will only run at 5 p.m. So, but I want to show it to you now. So we run the automation, we run the function, then it will send the webhook, the information which you see, it already starts running. And I will fast forward. The automation has now run, as you can also see in our Google Sheet. So a new subtopic was generated. The video, the caption was saved, the URL and the image screenshot was saved. Then reload my Instagram page. Here is the new video with the captions. And if I turn on the voice,
again, high protein plant sources.
It works. So in the same as on my Facebook page, let's see, here's the video. Now on my YouTube, I will go to one of my YouTube channels, go to Shorts, and there you see, here is the video. Here it's published.
Think you can't build muscle on a vegan diet? Think again.
Then on my LinkedIn profile, let's scroll down to my post. It's also posted. Same video. Now on my Twitter, I can see, oh, the video didn't show up. So there was an error, as you can see here. And the reason this error occurred because I didn't select video, I selected image. So I need to select video here. And then this is get a file is selected and click OK. Now let's click save. Now I think it should work. So now I will run it again. Click on run. Okay, there's still another error. Let's click on here. Okay. Click on here. Let's click on save. Now we'll run it again and fast forward the results and then to check if the video will now be published on Twitter. Now let's check if my video was published to Twitter. And we will see here, yes, the new video was posted. And I also got an email with my video ready to download. So I could then go to TikTok and upload it, as there is currently no direct integration with TikTok at the moment, but this is still very fast. And my video is published.
Unpopular opinion.
While this system is already amazing as it is, here are 5 features I would add to make it even more effective. Number 1, add the ability to upload my own background videos, such as clips of myself for a more personalized touch. Second, add an approval process so I can review and make final changes to the transcripts and the captions before the video is generated and published. Number 3, add more and more variety of templates for transcripts and captions to keep the style of my videos unique and fresh. Number 4, add a hashtag generation function that generates the perfect hashtags for each videos. That's particularly important for Instagram and TikTok to optimize posts for better reach and visibility. Number 5, I would set up a chatbot that automatically responds to specific comments. So it can automatically deliver resources, drive people to sign up to my email list, or check out my offers. If you want to see more videos like this, about how I built this AI-powered systems without any coding skills, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. If you're also interested in fully automating your text and image posts for social media, check out this video. Next, again, no coding skills required.